Hey. Let me just make sure that this is working correctly. All right, good. It looks like we have sound. Okay. Well, if everybody's doing okay tonight, what's up? Welcome. We are back with some more Tuesday night Derpage. Hope everybody had a great day, or depending on what part of the world you're in, great start to your day. Going through and doing some arena. What's up, Gloria, man? What's up, fam? How's it going, man? Not too much. I had this is one of those days where I woke up tired and was just tired the entire day. I was like looking at my computer and I was like, I don't know if I want to stream. I was like, I'm gonna stream. I'm not sick or anything. I just don't feel sick. So there was no excuse. No excuse. Besides, I got a 6-star crystal I want to open. I figured I'd do it on stream anyway. What's up, Miss Jane? How are you? Welcome. Good to see you back again in chat. Not going to do anything too crazy this evening. Figure we'll just hit these arenas. And I'll try to get a decent night's sleep. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. How was your recovery this morning, Miss Jane, from from last night? Everything okay, I presume? I know you mentioned taking down that bottle of red last night. I don't know if that was in celebration of going back into teaching from home, but hopefully. Lockdown extended another week. More wine. Yeah, there you go. What time is it there? I gotta know. Hold on, game. Okay. Yeah, my liver is just fine. My half a liver is just fine. Yeah, my quarter liver is saying what's up to your half a liver. Together we can all have we can have 3/4 of a liver, and hopefully that'll be enough. Where did my? There we go. I'm just adjusting some settings here. There we go. Whew. And we're off. We're off to the races in the arena today. Do you have a specific subject that you teach, Miss Jane, or are you like a... I don't really know how Australian public education works. Do you, assuming it's public education, do you all have like one classroom until like about junior high and then you switch into a multi-class format? I don't know how they do things in other places sometimes. I know the American public education system. That's about it. That's as far as my my knowledge goes. These chairs. Yeah, like I said, I just had one of those days where I was just super tired, no matter what. We're the exact opposite here in New Jersey. Mask mandate lifted. The rules are muddied based on XYZ. People are going nuts, acting as if they've been freed from the bonds of chains. I know. It's the same in California too. I mean, there's a bunch of crazies out here, just like there's just crazies everywhere. Like, people don't understand what an actual, like, I feel like a lot of people complaining about the masks and stuff, they don't actually understand what, like, real, actual tyranny is and what it looks like. Other humans are why I want to become a mountain man and live in Appalachia and be at peace. Yeah, I hear that. You can just be like me and be a shut-in. Only go out when you have to. Only, I only go to dark spaces. Like theaters, movie theaters, dimly lit restaurants, my room. It's the only place I really want to be. Just gonna vampire it out over here. That was us a week ago. Hundreds of days without a case, then one, now 60. It's just a bit nuts. Yeah. Crazies in California? Color me shocked. I know, right? What's up, Scarco? How you doing, brother? Oh, snappers. Here we go. Yeah, there's this restaurant down the block from me that has made it's this Western, like, themed place that does, like, square dancing, and they have like swing dancing nights and stuff like that, and they always have live bands. They've made, like, national news several times because the owner just refuses to close the place down for public health safety. Just all the time. Like, the police showed up, they've closed it down, he's been arrested 3 times, and he just keeps it open. I don't know what they're gonna do as far as punishment goes, but, like, you know, I was reading about the case of somebody doing that in Florida, and he was set to be prosecuted by local law enforcement, and DeSantis pardoned him, the whole thing, like, saying that he shouldn't be in trouble for doing these things that they plainly said that you weren't supposed to do. Like, I think it was opening a gym or something like that, or keeping his gym doors open. And it's like, well, for people who are always profess to care about the rule of law and stuff like that, they sure don't when it suits their purposes. Yeah, but I'm with Glory here. I'll just I'll go up to live in the wilderness in, like, Alaska somewhere. I like the cold. I grew up in Arizona, so, like, just the idea of even, like, something that's moderately hot, like the Valley in California, just pisses me off. I want to live in Alaska. But there's not, like, the greatest theater scene up there, so I'm here. I have to go to work. Going to work when my seniors have classes, so 50 minutes at some point during any given day. Okay. So is that like that's high school? Is that like 12th grade for you guys? Yeah, we had business owners here and in New York refusing this and that, not adhering to stuff. They were arrested and their business is closed, so congrats on being a shrewd businessman. Yeah, for whatever reason, I mean, the police kept putting up, like the Burbank police kept putting up, like, barricades and stuff outside, and he would just go unlock it all and take whatever chains down and reopen, and then it would be open for several weeks, and then they would come back and arrest him. It's like, I get it. You know, the government should have done a lot more to take care of these businesses and people. Like, they just didn't want to, like, step in and deal with the banks. You know, blame Congress. Blame the president. Blame everybody. But, like, obviously, public safety should come first. We don't need any more of a mountain of bodies, my grandfather among them, to prove to people that COVID was dangerous. I'm late. What did I miss? Nothing. I'm just tired. I was tired today. I woke up tired. I had breakfast and coffee, and that made me more tired for some reason, which it usually doesn't. I'm usually, like, ready to go after coffee, and I was just like, dragging ass all day. I got some medical forms that I needed to submit filled out, but that's about it. I was planning on having a much more productive day, but I did not do that. Blame Canada. Blame Canada. Yes, final year of high school, year 12, 17, 18-year-olds. Okay, so it's a similar structure as America, then. I was just asking Miss Jane earlier what the structure of Australian, I assume to be public schools, were. Sounds about the same. Sorry, I cracked my knuckles on the microphone there. Having an arthritis day. All those years playing this game. Waiting tables, serving drinks. They're not even a real country anyway. I remember the Oscars the year that came out. I think it was Robin Williams that performed that song. It was awesome. I remember him by the end getting super gassed. He's just like, I blame Canada. Musical theater is very cardio intensive. I've always been very impressed, but when Neil Patrick Harris hosts the Tonys and he gets those massive opening numbers done, and he's just nails everything, and it's a very impressive work that he does. You can tell he's put in a lot of time to being good at his job. When I went and saw Rent in LA, it was Adam Pascal and Anthony Rapp, who originated the roles of Mark and Roger. They took it on tour with a cast that was, different people, but they were playing their roles. And I ran into Neil Patrick Harris in the lobby, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he played Mark when it came out here in LA." Like after being years and years in New York, it premiered here in LA. I think it was at the Pantages as well, and he played the role. He was surrounded by like hangers on and stuff, sort of holding court by the bar. He was a cool guy. I was about to say NPH opening numbers. Yeah, when he jumped through that hula hoop and everything, like cleared it, no problem, did all that stuff. He was just, I was like, yes sir. I have to count every time I fight with Ghost if I want to do that. Try to do the stun into heavy. I get it. I get it maybe half the time. I got a 4-star Void from a premium hero crystal. No way. Is he good? Void is great. Congratulations. They've the premium drop rates have changed quite significantly in players' favor over the last several years. So you should have seen it back when it was like 1 in 100 and how rough it was getting champs back then. Void is a very good champion. Useful for a lot of things. In Act 4. I actually saw a show about one that Lin-Manuel wrote the closing number for NPH during the show. That was super impressive too. Oh, really? He wrote the closing number for him during the show? That's awesome. I had to read that again to make sure I understood. What? I've seen him do like his live like freestyling on Jimmy Fallon. That's always been pretty impressive. But like writing a closing number and performing it in the same night, that's crazy. It's crazy, the two of them. I have to. If you have, where did you see that? I have to look that up because I'm definitely gonna check that out. Yeah, and Sentry turns into Void on his special attack. I remember when they came out at the same time, people were like, are we going to be able to play Void? People thought Void might end up being some kind of boss level character, but that was a long time ago. May I put the link for that in chat? Yes, you may, Miss Jane. Please do. Yeah, they're the one of the many, many Jekyll and Hydes that exist in the Marvel Universe. Hulk being obviously the most famous. But man, Marvel really liked to latch on to that Jekyll and Hyde story stuff. That and the Frankenstein stuff. Huge into Frankenstein and Jekyll and Hyde. Alright, let me just click on this. Oh,
writing's not that easy, but Grammarly
I've never clicked on a link in the chat. It goes to it in the chat link. How do I get out of that? Oh, great. I don't know what to do. Oh, refresh chat? There we go. Okay. I've never clicked on a link in the chat in OBS before, and that was weird. I will just hit copy on that link. There we go. I'll do it in this other one. It says Derpage. It says Derpage down there, right? Here we go. I'm going to watch that after the stream. Thank you, Miss Jane. Appreciate it. Folks got both, didn't they? Some mess up with rewards, so they got both. They did, yeah. There was I think it was a crystal mess up. They released a crystal with or was it the arena mess up? It was a long time ago, so I can't remember exactly what it was, Scarco. But you're right, there was some mix up there where there's some, like, they sent out the wrong champ, or the wrong champ was in the crystals, and so they sent out compensation crystal. But it was something about getting both, though. You're right. I just can't quite remember how it all took place. Professional streamer, ladies and gentlemen. It says Derpage. Keep that around for ever. I'm just gonna retitle the channel Professional Derpage. That'll learn me. Derp, 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 no impression. Derp, 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 chick did nothing wrong. Jeff Joe, what's up? How's it going, man? Jeff Joe, the first time in the stream. How you doing, man? Jeff is another personal friend of mine in real life. No, it was a crystal. Wrong champ was in it. Okay. And so they sent out a whole bunch of other crystals for people. Yes, and some people ended up getting both, getting lucky. Jeff is a. You're drunk. Okay, great. Noah's not in here tonight, at least not yet. And he goes by Topanga Canyon Boulevard in here. Jeff is also one of the people I play D&D with on the weekends. Often our characters are very closely connected in some way. And thanks for texting me, man. I'm glad that you had fun on Sunday. It was a blast to make. I'm a mobile gamer too. What are you mobile gaming on, Jeff? You haven't logged into Steam, and it says 10 months. I think that's when we played. What was that, Tokaido on Tabletop Simulator? We were trying to find ways to to play the board games we like to play with each other, and Jeff found something on Steam called Tabletop Simulator, and it's pretty good, except my computer struggled with it, my old one. This one would be no problem. I actually kind of want to go back and look at some of those. But are we using real names now? Yeah, no. Well, apparently. Oh, it's the League mobile game. Okay. Did you know, Jeff, that I have a League of Legends chair? I've never played a single game but of League, but my roommate worked for Riot Games on special events before the COVID, and they did a whole tournament, and the staff got to take home chairs if they wanted to. They were also giving out PCs, but those got snatched up before any extras could be taken. But I managed to get chair. My roommates all managed to get chairs. I feel like Peter Parker introducing himself to Doctor Strange. Yeah, are we using our real names now? Oh, we're using our made-up names. I'm Spider-Man. Well, welcome to the mobile life, Jeff. The chair is garbage, you told me. It's not garbage. It's not garbage anymore. They actually fixed the problem with it. After, well, it wasn't like a social media shaming campaign, but the arm fell off, and it was impossible to fix. But they sent me a new arm. I was worried they weren't going to do it because I didn't actually buy it, but I explained the situation and the Riot Games thing, and they sent a replacement. So now the chair is awesome again. So big thumbs up to Secret Labs customer service. Because I went to the web, I was like, well, maybe I'll just have to buy another chair arm. And I went to the website and they're like $50, and I was like, $50? All right. And then they were like sold out, so I couldn't even buy one to fix it if I wanted to. Thankfully, I was able to get through to somebody on their customer service end. I didn't have all the paperwork they needed, but they were pretty cool with it, so I just had to, squeaky wheel gets the grease. So I had to talk to them on Twitter a bit, and then I finally got in touch with somebody. So thanks, Secret Labs. You're all right. You're all right, kid. Wild Rift. Well, welcome to the world of mobile gaming, Jeff. Glad you've joined us all on our phones, perpetually looking down. Found out that they added like Wi-Fi onto the LA subway system at some point. So I pulled out my phone to check the time, and I was like, I have a signal. What? Got out my phone and I played some Marvel Contest of Champions, damn it. It's the one thing about riding the subway I didn't like. I couldn't grind. I got a few games in I want to play in Tabletop Sim with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's find a time this week. Could stream that nonsense. Yeah, I'll stream that stuff on Twitch. I have yet to get that Twitch stuff going, but my plan is to do MCOC over here and then stream other games on Twitch if I decide to do other games. Jeff, this is Scarco. Scarco, this is Jeff. Jeff does not have a any other sort of Twitter or YouTube handle. So he's just Jeff. As a sign of respect, didn't play Wild Rift during your games. Appreciate that. Yeah. I knew basketball was on in the background, but I can't really blame you there. Sometimes I'll have MCOC on. There's an auto fight function where you can just go through easy content. So when we're doing our Zoom D&D on Sundays, I'll mess around with that. But I try not to get anything too involved because I feel like that's just disrespectful. If I was on Twitch, drink. Is it a drinking game? Will you play PC games on Twitch? Yeah, I think so. I just started playing a game called For the King, and it was really fun. A friend of mine set it for me on my birthday, and I hadn't gotten into it just yet. I just was dealing with a lot of other stuff, getting my computers and all the things set up, and starting the channel and doing all the other stuff. And so this yesterday and Sunday, I had a chance to dive into it, and it's pretty fun. I might stream that on there. I sort of missed the Among Us craze. I guess it's still going on, but I haven't gotten to play that, and I'd like to play some Among Us. Oh, is there a drinking game in the MCOC community surrounding people saying I was on Twitch? I know Brian used to say it all the time, I would show this if I was on Twitch. If I would show this if I was on Twitch. Is that where that came from? I don't necessarily know if those if that kind of stuff is true anymore. They've got DMCA'd a bunch, and they've sort of cracked down on all the stuff you used to be able to do. Stuff you used to could. Yeah, I will try it out over there. I think my name is Another Dude Gaming 100 on Twitch. Another Dude Gaming wasn't taken, but I couldn't take it, so I don't understand why. But I just decided to add the old 100 on there after my boy BOO 100, who's not a friend. I just love him. Among Us, free on Epic Games. You can play it on PC. Yeah, I've already downloaded. I just don't. I just haven't had a group to play it with yet. I guess you can probably play it with randos, but I was sort of looking forward to playing it with friends. I don't actually drink when it happens these days. I was getting unhealthy. Yeah. That can be a lot, man. Just a little bingo-style game to entertain those of us who find a repetition in stream chat frustrating. Ah, I gotcha. I know what you're talking. It is, when you hear like certain people, especially Brian, who streams every night, answer some of the same questions over and over again, or answer questions that you just know someone's like trolling or something. It can be frustrating. Someone's like, I got Vulture, Corvus, and Classic Spidey in my Nexus. Who should I pick? And you're just like, come on. Like, why are you wasting all of our time with this chat, with this annoying stuff? Egg on or Fury? Drink. Is this champ any good? Drink. Time check. Arguing with mods. Why are you called VG? Gotcha. Yeah. I was one guy was getting really, he was super insistent that Shang-Chi was Shang-Chi in BG stream the other night. And people were like, well, you know, whatever. And he was like, well, actually, I was talking about the Shang Dynasty. That's how you say it when you say Shang Dynasty. I was like, oh, okay, that's not what we were talking about, though. We're talking about the proper name of this one character. And he's like, man, everybody's jumping around down my throat because of this. Say one little thing in chat, sheep. He called everybody sheep. And I was like, man, there's only one type of person, at least in America, that calls other people sheep, and I don't associate with them. It's just like you can't handle a little correction. I just ranked up my XXS. Was that a good idea? Like, if you already made the decision, what do you care if it was a good idea or not? You can't go back and undo it. Are you gonna send a ticket? I accidentally ranked up my sentry when I meant to rank up my void. Help! Help! What's up, PP? Welcome to the chat, PP. Good to see you as always. Like, I get that people want to ask questions, and sure, that is the whole purpose of live streaming, but listening and reading is also a lost art. Yeah. There are plenty of, like, especially in BG's chat, when all the mods are super experienced players and know exactly what they're talking about, and people just want their comment read out loud. I've been there. I'm like, I want BG to read my comment. But yeah. This dude in BG, Corvus, Nightcrawler, Gamora from my 5-star Nexus. Karate Mike instantly calls him out on Gamora not being in the basic. Ooh. It's like, oh, you got caught in a lie, bro. Did you guys, like, time him out? Aw. Some people just so desperately need attention. Like, if you need attention that badly, just start your own stream. That's what I did. I finished Chapter 2 100% in Road to Labyrinth. Nice. Congratulations. After Chapter 2, it starts to get a little hard. Just be warned, Extreme Evil. That's sort of the ramp up to difficult content right there. But Road to Labyrinth is really fun. It starts when when you start needing specific counters for things. And yeah, I was the one in on the Shang-Chi dude. I told him to take the L and move on. He was being a douche. Yeah, I was there with you, Gloria. I remember that. Yeah. I couldn't remember exactly if it was you or not, but yeah, one of the mods and I were just kind of like, and several other people in the chat were like, dude, like just let it go. Hey, Falstaff, what is the best way to milk sheep? I assume you get under, you pet them so they're calm. You tie them to like some sort of a post so they don't run away. You reach under to where their udders or teats are, and you slowly milk them. iPhone accessories. Ah ha 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 ha. Oh boy. Is this gonna work? Nope. Wow. iPhone accessories. I have an iPhone, PP. How dare you? Speaking of dongle issues, I actually got this like extender cable, which is quite lovely. It works out very well. Attached to the dongle. It hasn't. It didn't show for a little bit on stream last night, but for the most part, it's been great. Keeps this thing from getting all janked around, which is really nice. But it's actually, iPhone doesn't sell like lightning cable extenders. You have to buy it third party, which is super weird because it seems like it's something that a lot of people might need. Accelerate Coon, what's up? Welcome, Accelerate. I wouldn't bother with Road to the Labyrinth. Did they change it so you don't need to finish Road to the Labyrinth until, to get into LOL anymore? I think they did. I still think it's fun content, or at least it was. You get like a 4-star out of it, don't you? I don't even remember what the rewards are anymore, but they were a big deal for me at the time. A long time ago, you had to do Road to the Labyrinth to get to the Labyrinth, but you don't need to do that anymore. Yeah. Yeah, I would put the variants over that, but if your account is still developing, and if you're just looking for some fun content to do. The only thing I like about Labyrinth is that it does not take too much quest energy. Yeah, it's usually 1 or 2 little pips between fights, or none at all. I just don't like... I always get frustrated with content that I can't see the whole map, but I get it, it's a labyrinth. A road to the labyrinth. I do so love when people swing into chat and smack into mods who know what they're doing. That's sport. Yeah, it really is. What did you do Saturday? I am sitting on my hands, not saying anything about dongle extenders, not saying anything. Excuse me, ma'am. Just want to let you know I've got several dongle extenders. If you're interested, swipe right for my dongle extenders. I only date a guy if he's got a 3-foot dongle extender. Size queens. Can I extend your dongle? That's not my bag, man. Can we say dongle extenders with that sheep milking motion? Dongle extenders. There you go, Glory. I am to please. Obviously. We get some 4-star champion, but those champions are not that good. That's Realm of Legends you're thinking of. And Ronin is actually a pretty solid champ. You just gotta get him awakened and sing him up. But yeah, Cyclops and Rhino, poop. I'd still say story and variants are better for resources. They absolutely are. For some reason, I'd forgotten that they had changed that you didn't have to do the road anymore. I go in there all the time to like finish off like skill or class combat events. Like if I need a few more extra points, it's cheap energy and super easy. So if it's like finish it with a light attack. Yeah. Road to the Labyrinth does not have 4-star champs as rewards. It's Realm of Legends. Yeah. I think you just get a 4-star crystal, right? I'm not actually sure anymore. Swipe right repeatedly? The dongle stretches across many screenshots. It's a long dongle. You're welcome, Glory. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime for you, my friend. Randomly think. I think of players, people from my 6 years of this game, was just thinking about Mayhem and whatever became of, you know what I mean. Oh yeah. Oh my god, yeah, gosh, yeah, what happened to some of those people? It was funny, I was in a bunch of chats back in the 3 Loki days, and then my phone died for whatever reason, and I had to go into Apple and get a new one. And that was before they had like or maybe I just had never done it. I don't remember, but I couldn't get back into my old line. No matter what I tried, it was like, you need to do it through Facebook or something, and I didn't have it, or I can't remember. But so I had to start a whole new line, and that's what I've been using ever since. And like when I got this phone, it was no problem. I could just enter the phone number back in, and I was right back in there. Yeah. Man, that officer chat was fun, and then it went downhill real quick when things started breaking off into separate chats. And remember, separate chats with taters just talking about people we couldn't stand anymore, and having to deal with all that crap, and how we were Anna and Fathead were like making it super hard to deal with everything because there were no consequences for her F-ups in war and all that stuff. Those were the days. The inner workings of officer chat. But yeah, I lost contact with a lot of people that I liked because I didn't know what chats they were in, because I kept in contact with a bunch of the officers after the breakup, but yeah, I just lost them all. Immortal BS. Hi, what's up? It's Young and Yo. What's up? What's up? It's Young and how you doing, sir? Welcome back to the chat. Oh, totally. There will be folks you guys will know for ages. Yeah, for example, Gloria Mann. Gloria, I've never met Glory, but we've known each other for years and years. And that was one of the things when BG mentioned how the game brings people together across the world, across countries, across economic lines. I was like, yeah, that's really nice. It's a really nice sentiment. So in his video when he was talking about the Scarlet Sigil, the one from yesterday, not the one from today. You wouldn't believe what happened to me. All right, it's Youngin. You started out with a BuzzFeed quote, so let's hit it. What happened to you? Let me come from another account. Oof. Sure. I'll let you come from whatever account you want. This is America. You're free to do whatever you want, bro. Come whatever account you'd like. Don't leave us hanging, it's Youngin. I gotta know. Just don't make me click through a lot of ads, okay? And just try not to make this one of those ones where I have to click through like next. Just put it all in one format, It's Youngin TV. Whoa. I hit 1K yesterday. Congratulations. You mean like in hero rating? Or in subs? Are you talking about your YouTube channel? If you're talking about your YouTube channel, big congratulations, man. Sure, yeah, bro. Saying hi on this account. Oh, congratulations, it's youngin. Let's go to your channel here. Let's take a look at this. Sitting on my hands again. Advisable. Advisable. I wonder if it'll let me. It won't let me click on you as a open in a new tab. Nope. Okay. We'll try doing it this way. It's Youngin TV. There you are. Well, congrats, it's Youngin TV. 1.09K subs. Congratulations, man. I see trolling on Omegle. There's some twerking going on. Well, congrats on getting all those subs, my friend. Here, I'll subscribe to you. Boom. Second account. Aha. Subs, yes. Nice, nice. Okay. Well, congratulations. It's a quite the milestone. You can now be partnered. You can do all the fun things. I'm always down for the next meetup if it works. I'd love to do Seattle if BG hosts one again at some point. Or you'd fly out. Be pretty sweet. I do want to go to one. My goal is to go to Comic-Con one of these years. So I can just meet everybody in person. So whenever that starts, I don't know if they're going to do one this year or not, but whenever that starts back up again, I'd like to go that year. Glory does Seattle. I'd watch that. It would be tamer than my previous city tours. Well, you know, we all sort of wind down as we get older, right? Can't drink as much, can't stay out as late. Start getting tired during the day for no damn reason. Irritable, these kids. You know, back in my day, there weren't even 6 stars in the game. If you pulled a 4-star out of a premium basic crystal, you were lucky and you counted your blessings. You kissed that juggernaut. Don't kiss your phone, by the way. It's absolutely covered with germs. Going live later tonight. I got you. I'm gonna make sure you get 1K as well, bro. I appreciate it. It's youngin. It's gonna be a long road ahead, but you know, I live here, so I can do it. This computer just stares at me all day going, you gonna get on or what? You bought me for this specific reason. Better do the work. I kind of hit a wall on certain things that I want to do and like what I don't. Like I've been enjoying video editing, but it is a lot of work to make something look good. And I'm like, I can see why YouTubers like streamline certain things, especially with how you produce MCOC content, because you can spend way too much time on just trying to do one thing, and then you know you get like my channel, you get 100 views, and you're like, wow, I just spent a week on that. So I'm trying to figure out what's best for my workflow, to use some jargon. We all love jargon, right? Who doesn't love good jargon? Just trying to maximize my workflow. I feel like BG has become way more agoraphobic in the years since the meetup. Well, I mean, Yeah. When you move to Seattle, you don't have as many friends. Your family's not around. He's not riding his bike to work anymore. He stays inside all day. This is according to him. I'm not, talking out of turn here. But yeah, once he left that job, there was no reason to. And if I got hit by a car when I was biking, I wouldn't want to go out either. Yep, I would love to do Vancouver too. I've been to San Diego a few times, so I've got some other places ahead. But for you, it would be obviously makes sense. Yeah. Kill this Ant-Man. Yeah, I've been to Vancouver a couple times and used to live really close to Vancouver in a place called Bellingham in Washington. And man, it's beautiful up there. Would love to get back to Vancouver as more of an adult and see it through my adult eyes. Yeah, on the one hand, I can see that it feels far for the course. It does feel far for. It just feels like a natural progression. And then with COVID, it just became even more like, well, they're telling me not to go outside, so done. Easy button. Arms get tired milking sheep. Dongle won't extend. Yeah. Speaking of dongles not extending, Blue Chew is a sponsor of the stream today. Blue Chew for all your dongle extension needs. Do you suffer from low T? Blue Chew for your dongle extension. Expect Blue Chew sponsorship by the end of the year. Just look for that in the emails that Odwalla was sending to BG about Mango Tango. Terry Henderson saying, what's up, staff? I hope we're all doing well here. Big congratulations, it's Youngin. Yeah, we are all doing great. Good to see you again, Terry Henderson. Onyx Olympian dropping in. Hey, I'll just dropping in to leave my like off to bed for me. Thank you. Appreciate it, Onyx Olympian. You're a good friend. Good friend of the channel, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for dropping that like. Everybody hit that like button. Just go down there and just tap it. YouTube stuff, you know. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. Bingo. I've got so much respect for Rich the Man and the copious amounts of hours he puts into production of all his vids, other YouTubers as well. Yeah. Rich the Man puts in a lot of work. He edits fast. I can see why some people just hire editors out and they're like, here's a bunch of footage, you figure out the story. I wrote a whole video, I recorded my voice, and listening to it back, I was like, is that what I sound like? I mean, I was like, man, I really got to pick it up. It's been a while since I took some voiceover classes, so I need to, because like, I was like, I'm boring myself listening to this. Like, I need to figure out, so I stopped on the video for a bit. I got to get back into it. I got to regain my confidence, jump back in, and start making the video again. I think it just discouraged me. When I was listening to it, and I was like, man, this is not something that, like, if I'm not enjoying it, no one, who is going to enjoy it? Confidence is sort of, key in the entertainment world. Night, Miss Jane, Scarco, Gloria Man, Terry, Falstaff. Good night, sir. Thank you for stopping in. I got... kill this... There we go. No problems. No problems. I don't use Corvus a lot. I don't play difficult content where he's useful too much anymore, like the higher maps of AQ and whatnot. So he kind of sits on my my bench a lot. Like I used him a bunch in 6.3 when I was getting through that. Yeah, not so much anymore. Every once in a while, I'll take, but he's never been really good for any of the monthly EQs because he just doesn't have the stuff that you need without building him up. But other champs will just do the job much more quickly. Much quickly. Sounds like a note that I'd write in the dark. Much quickly. I'm giving notes for Henry IV or something like that. I promise to click like even if I don't like it. Just do it. Well, thank you, Scarco. Thank you for hanging out in chat even though you don't like it. I don't like this, but God damn it, somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to keep that guy company. Can't just let him be all alone out there. Falstaff streams in the woods. Does he get any Wi-Fi? Falstaff falls in the woods. Falls. If I'm not enjoying this, who is going to enjoy us? Yeah. TW. What is TW? She said June 2021. Oh yeah, trigger warning. She said. Okay. She said. Yeah. That's what she. Yeah. That's what she said. Got it. Not trigger warning. That's what she said. June 21. Yeah. If I'm not enjoying this, who's going to enjoy it? Yeah. Yeah, I've been there. Well, sometimes it's not always like that. Sort of what it was like with my ex. I was not enjoying things, but she seemed to be. It's unfortunate in those situations. You always feel like an asshole, but I've been on the other side of that as well. It just feels crappy both ways. Yeah, get another one. Sometimes, man. Sometimes when things just... I was going to say come out of my mouth, but it's just you just can't win here. Use Corvus in incursions. Yeah, I should do that. I need to find an incursions, buddy. I was saying that last night. I feel like that's the equivalent of asking somebody out in MCOC. So I was just wondering, I saw your roster and you're pretty cool and, pretty cool person. And, would you do incursions with me? You just pass him a note. Would you like to do incursions with me? Check box X for yes. Check box X no for no. Will you be my incursions girlfriend? I'm in an incursions domestic partnership. Do incursions with me. Be my friend. Yeah. during. Yeah. There's another one. Like, why do people want to be friends with people in MCOC? There's literally no... The chat in the game is horrible. Who are my friends in MCOC? Sure, people from way back in the day. Oh, hey, look at that. Units. Social. Alliance. Incursion invites. Where do you even find your friends anymore? Oh, there they are. Malicious, Crash and Burn, who used to be Jizz. We did incursions a bunch. I've done incursions with a bunch of these people, but it's Street Justice. Street Justice was the alliance leader of the first alliance I was ever in. Hey, there's the Glory of Man. We'll look at Glory's profile. Look at that. Look at that Claire. I want one of those. Yeah, the chat is horrible. Why would you want to be friends with somebody inside the game? Go to line. It's so much easier. I tried that MCOC thing that they put out for a while when it would calculate your prestige. I forget what it was called. What was the app called? Does anybody remember? But it was just line was just so much easier. I'm not actually here. It's just Miss Jane switching between two laptops. Gotcha. She's there. She's a mod in both chats, in PG's and in mine. Yeah, stylized at 1800. Got it. Sure, yeah, bro. Saying I'm having momos and pizza for food. Let's go. Momos? What's momos? Is that a mimosa? Is that short for mimosa? Are you having mimosas and pizza? Whoa, where did all these guys come from? Momos. What are is momos a kind? Clan HQ. That's what it was called. Yeah, thank you, Scarco. Good for them for trying something. But there was a lot of questions about that app too, like who has this information, especially when Prestige was a big old secret. Don't be so vanilla. Let Incursions be your adventurous side piece. Oh yeah, just listen. I've tried Incursion with strangers. All right, it's half the time it's terrible. You gotta like. Ends quick. Nobody gets what they want. The other time, just people just go first right away, and they don't ask your consent about which side they want you to go into. Random incursions is not for me. Then you can't get what you want for several days unless you want to spend units. Because of your champs, or I tried to extend the innuendos there, but I couldn't quite make it work. Taters in 4 Doge. Taters is in 4 Doge. Oh, is he not in 4 Loki anymore? Or was that? Hold on, I gotta go look. He is. Is he taking a break? I know he was getting pretty down on himself last season in War. He was, he kept saying he was making mistakes and whatnot, but I didn't know that he had, like, fully stepped down from... Did he just step down after this season of War, I guess? Is he taking an extended break? I didn't even notice it. I just saw the 4 next to his name, and I didn't even think about it. I didn't see anything on his channel. I haven't watched a bunch of any YouTube videos in several days. Want to play with my bro? He's a pro. I don't know. We'll see. I don't mind adding you, bud. We're a few hours apart, so unfortunately, I don't really think we'd be on a great schedule to do incursions. Gotcha, yeah. How do you... dumplings. How do you get momos from dumplings? Yes, curious. Momo... What is there a particular place in the world where dumplings are called momos? Glory, offer to be his incursion's girlfriend already. In my friends list, I haven't touched for anything in years. Yeah, same. I think the ad request is really just for clout, like having the phone number of an actor you love. Yeah. They're not going to answer your call, but you can have a say. you can say you have it. Taters is taking the season off. He's burned out from Static War. Gotcha. Yeah, I get it. I was the same. I was the same. Yeah, my roommate has Vivica A. Fox's number. He was like on the producer on one of the movies she made, and he was like, "Yeah, I can text her right now." Sent her a text. We were drunk, and it was super late at night, and she was like, "Not now." So she did respond. She responded immediately. She was like, "Not now. It's late." And he's like, "Okay." She was definitely up, but yeah, it was a funny night. I was like, "You can't text Vivica Fox." I was like, "Sure can." Pulled out the phone. I was like, "Okay, I have been shown. I have been told." My brother deleted my 6 stars, logged me out of Abyss, drank. Yeah, he sold my 6 stars. Okay, drink. I think in India, dumplings are called momos. I know there's samosas, which are kind of like a... So maybe shorten samosa to momo. That makes sense to me. Speaking of not being able to extend the innuendo, this stream is brought to you by Blue Chews. Another Blue Chews in the chat. Uh-oh. Got all blurry. Who else sponsors a bunch of YouTube content? It's always like Blue Chew, the male like ball shavers companies, like the God, what is that company called? I can't remember. Dollar Shave Club is also part of it. But there's like a specific one that they advertise that it's just for male genitalia. And I cannot remember what the one's called. And there's also like they always advertise mattresses too. I'm like, of all the things to buy on the internet, I don't know if I want to buy a mattress. It seems like that's something you really need to feel out. That guy triggered me. Yeah. I don't ever say that word, but that's how I felt. Yeah, when somebody's just like pushing your buttons in the chat as a mod, and they just like, that is the word for it. That's why I drink, to manage the involuntary shouting at the screen. Yeah. As far as booty calls go, Vivica A. Fox. Well, Vivica swings the other way. Actually, I don't know if that's public, so saying that out loud, I didn't. Just ignore that. Sounds like a good enough reason, Miss Jane. Yeah. Who needs it? Google says they're from Nepal. Momos? Okay. Incursions I'd consider maybe for milestones. I'm not trying to push or break records or something when I have so much content to do. I'm 100% X6. I'm doing the same thing, Glory. I'm on 6.4, and I would just want to do milestones. I don't really care about pushing or doing any of the challenges. Like, they look fun and stuff. Like, I think that's fun content that people have made in 4Look and other alliances. It's a good time to watch those things, but I don't need to participate in that stuff. I just want to get enough shards to get the Deadpool arm and a few of the other rewards in there, and that's about it. Manscape, that's what it's called. Manscape. Thank you, Dr. Squatch. That's why online mattress companies give you a try and return policy, hoping that you're too lazy to mail it back. That's what I'm thinking too. Yeah, like this is just for people who are like, I am certainly not taking this, like strapping this mattress to the roof of my or whatever they have to do to mail it back. So what happens to the returned do they like steam clean it or like put a bunch of UV lights over there? Like, how do I know my mattress hasn't been sent out and returned several times? How does that work? Or they just give the ones that get returned away to like shelters or something like that? Because that's not too bad if they do that. But I wonder how that works. If anybody knows, let me know. Miss Jane, I would, but apparently I abused it so badly my internal organs won't allow it for it anymore. So I rely on weed. Yeah, my entire system is like, why don't we just not drink anymore? And can't even really do weed anymore. So I get the munchies super hard, and like I'm pretty good at controlling myself off weed. But when I'm stoned, I'm like I'm gonna get some more of that, some nuts. Like I haven't eaten like I think the big thing that I like is like pecans, almonds, and cashews and stuff. But those are like packed with calories, so you got to be careful. But I find it very hard to control once I've smoked. I just get the munchies super hard. So I gotta give that up too. At least until I get to my target weight. That's the weight I find it appropriate to be in Target. It's a terrible joke. Terrible joke. Which champion has the most fury buff? Is it Sabretooth? I don't know. Depends on what you mean by, like, which kind of fury buff. You can stack them pretty high, but you can get a bunch with Hyperion. You can get a bunch with Black Bolt. Technically, you could just keep building them, you know? Captain Marvel's got 5. I don't really know. Why do you ask? Yes, the devil's lettuce, yeah. Wow, way to make him feel loved, Glory. Maybe, not trying. Oh, Falstaff, the guy who I aggressively questioned and triggered me was someone who claimed was 2 fights left in the abyss. Okay, and a 7-year-old brother took his phone, logged into MCOC, went into the abyss, quit, and now he has to start again. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, like, why did you... yeah, there's so many... like, what... There's so many, like, red flags in that. And it's like, this is just attention-seeking, like, nonsense. You're not actually contributing to the chat. Like, if that actually happened to you, that's your own fault. And I don't sympathize with you. It sucks that it happened, but, like... You should have figured that out. Why did you let your brother have your phone? He's like, oh, I don't want to be in a abyss. Sure. Excuse me, sir. Has this mattress been jizzed on? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the first thing a lot of people try when they get a new mattress, right? Like, is this going to work? Is this going to be the one? So it feels like, I don't know. I'm gonna need my mattress sanitized, please. The first rule is you got to beat down their confidence, then slowly build them back up. Yeah, isn't that the was it the Dennis method? Old Man Logan, when he converts his non-damaging bleeds with the special 2, that regularly gets to 15. Oh yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of Furies. I've seen Hyperion get up there, but you know, it's usually pretty short-lived, so you don't get to hold on to him. I know you can do some chicanery with the with Sabretooth. Like storing the stacked Furies and quitting out and stuff like that. And then some people are doing Labyrinth with that Canadian team. That and some Guardian. But I don't know how much he can actually stack. Isn't there a limit on the I remember there wasn't a limit, then Kabam, like, they were going to nerf it back down, and then they said, no, we'll keep it to, like, 11 or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is. A girl I used to be involved with was in a local production of Reefer Madness, and it was hilarious. She did Bat Boy as well. Hell yeah. Terry Henderson, where do you what part of the country do you live in? There's very specific types of theaters that do Reefer Madness and Bat Boy and stuff like that. Just curious about where that production took place and if there was anybody I know involved. It's quite the small world theater anyway. So there's a chance. You ever see Half Baked, where Dave Chappelle is trying to convince Samson he's a Jamaican drug dealer, and Samson goes, I think you're bullshitting me. That quote rings out. Yeah. I think you're bullshitting me. Samson, stand by my story. Samson, Simpson, Samson, or whatever he says. There was a period in my early 20s where all we did was smoke a bunch of weed, go to Food for Less, get a bunch of crappy food, and then watch Half Baked over and over again. Now there's a titty. Fully, man. You said you gave Mary Jane a pearl necklace. I think you missed the point of that story, Brian. It's one of my favorite. I'd say, I think you missed the point of that story, Brian, all the time to people. Some people get it, some people don't. BG says he needed an Abyss pass with Sabretooth. I remember seeing a lot of Void gameplay. Yeah, I remember that too. He brought Sabretooth in, and then Void just ended up taking over. He's like, That was mostly a Void stream, because I watched that as well. Home of the Kentucky Derby. Nice. Okay, that's right. We talked about that before. If I wasn't Jamaican, then why would I wear this hat? Yeah, it came out when I was in like 8th grade. It was a staple forever beyond that. Yeah. What year did that come out? You ever looked at the back of a $2 bill, man? You ever looked at the back of a $2 bill on weed, man? 1998. Oof. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what grade I was in when that came out, but yeah, it was around there. Let's do this guy. Yeah, I watched that movie just so many times. I I love the various mea culpas that have come out over the years of like, we know it's not a good movie, but like literally, the story on that movie was like they had Dave Chappelle. Oh God, who knows? There's a story about how it got made. And like somebody said, "Oh, I'm working on a stoner comedy with Dave Chappelle," and they were like, "Oh yeah," and then like they called the person again to see what they were doing, and they're like, How's that coming along? You finished the script yet?" And they were like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh great, come on in." And so they ended up writing it in like 2 days because they already had like a deal with the studio. It was like right when they were trying to make Chappelle into like put him in movies. He had just done Robin Hood Men in Tights, and his stand-up career was taking off. Top tier ghost play right here. Oh yeah, Half Baked was great and has so many quotable lines. It really does. I say, "Boo this man," all the time. You ever suck dick for weed, man? That was sort of Bob Saget. It's like his big like 2 middle fingers up after Full House was over. It's like, guess what? If you haven't seen my stand-up before, I'm very, very... Danny Tanner was so far away from what Bob Saget's stand-up routine was that it was kind of crazy how hard he went back to try to reclaim it afterwards. Oh, you're older than me? Cool. Needed a win lately. Yeah. Yeah. Me too. I was second year uni in 98. Oh, wow, okay. So, Scarco, I think you're just a little bit older than I am. I'll take that win. Yeah, I graduated in high school in 1998. Robin Hood Men in Tights is still a favorite comedy of mine. I did a scene from it in my high school. We did this thing called Lunchbox Theater, or like once a month we would put together this thing, and you could come into the drama room, which was 202, and sit around and watch us do something at lunch, do some season. And one of them, me and my friend Jim did several sketches over the course of that time. We did a couple of the Rowan Atkinson sketches, the Fatal Beating Rowan Atkinson sketch. I did the Welcome to Hell monologue for Rowan Atkinson, and we did this scene where I did a scene with a friend named Joel, the one where the king is talking about I even forget what he's talking about, but he's like, woke up this morning, had a good BM, it was gonna be such a good day. The Richard Lewis scene where he's talking about how Robin Hood ruined his day. Drug researcher Kapalapa coming in saying, "Hey, someone is up and streaming MCOC." Yes, sir. I am doing both of those things. Did you say Abe Lincoln? Oh man, now I kind of want to watch that movie again. I'm gonna have to like go find. Is it streaming on something? Is it on Netflix or something like that? I don't know if I want to buy it, but. Welcome to Hell is hilarious. It is hilarious. I didn't say hey Blinken. I said hey Blinken. Yeah, the Welcome to Hell. Christians, are you here? Yes, I'm sorry. The Jews were right. When he's like, "Hello everyone, and welcome to..." Stop screaming! Yes, I'm sorry, we don't have any toilets. Yes, I'm afraid if you read your Bible, it was eternal damnation without relief. I loved that special. I had just seen him as Mr. Bean up until that special started airing on one of the, I think it was like Comedy Central, would air it late at night. Busted out the VCR, recorded it the next time they showed it, because I just remember laughing so hard. Who's the champ you've been having the most fun with lately, Falstaff? For me, it's Doom. I got him on a sub account I made 2 weeks ago. Lately, I've been having fun with Claire. I take her into AQ all the time and mess around with all the stuff that she can do. I just found out today, thanks to somebody in line chat, I don't know if it was Dysentery Joe or somebody, but that you can change up her... the order of her combos. Like you can do light, medium, light. It still counts as a 5-hit, and you can stun. And if you can stun on a Mixmaster node, you can do the lights in time to change your stance with the stun. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So she is viable for Mixmaster. You just gotta change it up. It used to be shithouse. Let's segue that into how amazing Mel Brooks is. Yeah, Mel Brooks is fucking amazing. Oh, this woman I grew up doing. I grew up in Phoenix, and there's a company up there called Child's Play Inc. And I did theater with them. I grew up watching their shows, and I never took the classes because we were kind of poor, but I got to see their shows, and they would come around to schools and stuff, and I ended up working for them after I had started getting professional gigs. And one of the women in the show, in the company, went to audition for Mel Brooks, and she got into the original Broadway cast of The Producers. She played the lesbian lighting designer. And several other parts, but she would come back and do several things. She was one of the main grandmas in the big grandma dance. Shirley, yeah. She was Shirley Markowitz. Kathy Fitzgerald. Good old Kathy. That was super exciting. Everybody was super thrilled for her. I guess she just walked into the audition and she and Mel Brooks hit it off. I never actually got to go out to New York to see it, though. That was a big regret. A toll is a toll, and a roll is a roll. And if we don't get no tolls, then we don't eat no rolls. I made that up. Do you parry heavy with Claire yet? I'm getting there. I figured out how that worked. There's certain movies you can feel you damn near memorized. Absolutely. That's definitely one of them. I used to be able to do the whole Jim Brewer speech about Killer, the alternate life that he lived. He's like, "Man, you have smoked yourself retarded," like that one. But I've lost it over the years. But I used to have that monologue. I just watched his production of The Producers like 2 months ago, and my God, yeah, it's such a funny show. The movie is great. Mel Brooks never misses for me. My God, Blazing Saddles. I have never laughed harder. The first time I saw Blazing Saddles, the fart scene, and then when he comes around, and when they're in the line to vote, I guess. It's like, where are all the white women at? Slavens just killed me, just destroyed me. A masterstroke, if I've ever seen one. My girlfriend and I sang "Springtime for Hitler" around the house near daily now. Yeah. And now it's springtime for Hitler and Germany. Yes, it's springtime. The Rhineland is... Wait, oh man, I forgot the lyrics. Is happy and gay. That song is like right in my range. Yeah, like but like it sounds great in my voice, but it's not something I feel like you gotta go into the right audition to have that be an audition song. If you just bust out "Springtime for Hitler," you better make sure you kind of know the directors already. He has never missed, not for me. Spaceballs the flamethrower. I'm careful about what I sing around the house since my Mormon landlord walked past singing "Turn It Off." Yeah. Like a white switch. That song is... That whole musical is special to me. I grew up in Arizona, like... Across the street from my high school was a Mormon church where all the Mormons would go for their seminary classes and stuff, and all of my friends in choir and musicals were all Mormon. They're all good people, but you know, they're just religious, and that's fine. But they were not fans. Like, I was sitting next to two Mormon guys. We went and saw South Park, and they were huge, like laughing through the whole thing until the mole. When Mole starts calling, "Where is your F-word God now?" It's like suddenly, oh my God, the movie wasn't funny anymore to them. And they were trying to say the whole movie wasn't funny after that. And I was like, bitch, you were laughing the whole time until the mole. But yeah, they weren't big fans of of Book of Mormon either, you know. Same producers, you know, surprisingly enough. I still haven't seen Book of Mormon live. The tickets, I tried every time. Same with Hamilton. I tried every time to get the discounts, like rush tickets and the online lottery and stuff. So I just couldn't afford the full price stuff back when they were here, and just never got in. I had friends who got in 2 or 3 times from the app, and I never got in once. So I was extra bitter about that. Stuff is starting to come back to the Pantages this year, so I'm gonna go and see what's up and what I want to do. We don't have Mormons here, but we do have the Amish. Jeez, their food is so damn good. I've been to they weren't Amish, they weren't like Luddite, I forget what it was, but there was a farm up in Sonora near my place that was like a whole apple ranch, and the family worked it, and you know, we'd see them riding around in their carts around town sometimes, and they had a restaurant attached to the apple farm that had that sold the apple cider and the pies, and they had a whole breakfast thing, and everything that they made there was like they had, you know, chickens on site, all the eggs were fresh, everything was amazing. I took 2 jugs of that cider home with me from after that contract ended. Had breakfast there many a day. Plus the cashiers were cute. Can't really hit on the cashier, you know. It's kind of weird to do, especially if it's a family place. But hey, you can go in there and nothing wrong with a little hi, how do you do in the morning. Sore point there. We have tickets to Hamilton and Sydney if they open the borders again. Ugh, yeah. I'm curious, how does that work? So does a touring company come in from America, or is there a specific company that goes around to the cities in Australia? Like, do they fly over all the sets and stuff? I wonder, how does that work, Scarco? Do you know? So I know, like, companies in the U.S., they travel by bus and truck, and they just go from city to city. Either way, neither of them are going to be bleed friendly. Screw it, whatever. Yeah, I think Hamilton is coming back, so if they do, I'm not going to miss out on it this time. No, sir. Lin-Manuel Miranda came into the hotel, the restaurant that I was working at pre-pandemic. Nice guy. Didn't want to bother him. I think he could tell I was a big fan because I was like, and then I was tending bar and waiting at the same time, and it was super slow, and so they just sent the server home, and I was going to take care of the whole place. Suddenly we get slammed, and I'm just like getting wrecked, and then I got to take care of Lin-Manuel. So not only did he sit in my restaurant, but I gave him poor service because I was the only one. And finally, somebody came in to help out because we're in this back area by the pool, and managers just the restaurant that they cared about was on the inside. And they didn't give a shit about us. So they just never came out and checked on anything. We would have walkie-talkies, but half the time their battery was dead or they wouldn't work. And so I couldn't even run back there to grab anyone to be like, hey, I'm getting my ass reamed out here. If somebody could come out and help. So sorry, Lin-Manuel, if you're watching the stream, for giving you poor service that day. But you were a nice guy. You left a decent tip. Gods, I hope they are from America. It will be difficult if they are Australian. Ooh, yeah, I suppose you're right. Yeah. Well, back a very long... Yeah, you kind of need that cast to be specifically American. Specifically African American. Well, back a very long time ago, they said Lion King was only going to go to Sydney, never anywhere else. Had to book hotel packages, etc. Then they brought it to Melbourne. I was not happy. Okay, so you guys are in Melbourne. They were like, just kidding. Now see it again. Here, you didn't have to book a hotel and drive for hours or fly. They just did the same with Hamilton, never leaving Sydney, except now it's coming to Melbourne. Yeah. Rhineland's a fine land once more. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, I couldn't remember the Rhineland part. I knew it was Rhineland, Fineland, but I couldn't remember all of those pieced together. Sorry for the delay. I had to look up how to spell Rhineland. Yeah, I want badly to see the Book of Mormon. Me too. Me too. B3. I want to see it twice. Yeah, I've got a bunch of money. I have set aside a lot of money over quarantine for several things that I didn't get to do before. And for several flights that I'm going to take for weddings and such. Mojo. got the magic in me. Everybody knows. However, how those Americans sounded back then was probably closer to British. I realize that's an Australian, just had me thinking on it. Oh, for sure. But, you know, in Hamilton, the musical, they're not, like, the only one that's going to sound British is the king there. But, it's crazy how American accents, like, evolved. So, you know, things changed with each sort of trek over from different European countries. Like the Dutch heavily influenced what's now sort of the what we call the upper Midwest accent and the Canadian accent, and Germans had a lot to do with that too. The Boston accent is sort of an extension of what things sounded like. And well, if you read, like, even the modern day British is much different than the older one, because if you read the pronunciations of certain things in Shakespeare, like they actually say that Elizabethan English and that accent sounds closer to what our American stuffs were, a little more like harder R's, different consonant and vowel sounds. Like they had a lot of like the British sort of genteel thing that they do now, like the RP accent is a lot different from what was spoken in Shakespeare's time. Pitch Perfect was a really good series of movies, very entertaining. It was. I totally wasn't talking about accent. Yeah. But yeah, it was actually closer to what we do. Park the car in Harvard Yard. Park the car in Harvard Yard. Okay, so this is awkward. Ms. Jane just pointed out that it is entirely oceanic cast, indigenous Australians, and a few Maoris, and some actors with Asian backgrounds. Interesting. I mean, you gotta kind of, I mean, at least they went local. To the region. That's nice. The cast is meant to be performed by, you know, Philippa Sue is what, Filipino, I believe. So, you know, like there's all sorts of people that are supposed to, you know, that can do the show. You just shouldn't do it with white people. That's all. The Mid-Atlantic American is close to British when you try to do it. Think Daisy and Gatsby. Yeah, the very the very Kate Blanchett is quite good at the Mid-Atlantic accent. She really puts it on in The Aviator, you know. She really extends her A's and R's. That's sort of more of the northeastern, like, gentry accent, though, I guess. This is not quite Mid-Atlantic. The Mid-Atlantic accent that I hear the most, I hear a lot of it in Shakespeare sometimes, and I certainly did a bunch of it when I was first starting out. It's an interesting one. All right. It's about time for me to hit the sack. But I have a 6-star crystal to open. So that's exciting. Not quite my accent, thankfully. Yeah. It's certainly it's not everybody. Not everybody has that. You know, the highfalutin stuff from that region, but some do. Then you have like the Kennedy accent, which is crazy, and the Grey Gardens accent. There's a podcast called Thrilling Adventure Hour. Paget Brewster. Hysterical. Okay. I will definitely have to look into that. I love... I'm big into, like... You know, Andy Daly, in their podcasts, he's great at characters and weird accents, and he certainly has his own sort of mid-Atlantic sound. that I forget the character's name right now, but love me some Andy Daly. All right, hit record. Save these bad boys for tomorrow. I do kind of want Cosmic Ghost Rider. I can't do it until I get that egg on. Anything else I'm opening it in here? Okay, no. Alright. We'll open with a little 3-star Grandmaster Crystal action. See what we get out of this. Oh, there we go. Derp. Now it's frozen. Now it's frozen. Am I gonna have to... that... It is frozen. It froze! Alright, forgive me. I'm gonna have to restart this. Off to a great start. The crystal opening. Fantastic. It's done in the style of old radio plays. Great cast, really funny. Okay, good. I will write that down. I'm always down for a good podcast. And I like Paget Brewster. Thrilling Adventure Hour! Number of things to check out after the stream. Thanks for giving me all this homework, Miss Jane. I appreciate it. Play with a dongle. Get it back up. Just your look, A-Falls. Exactly. Exactly. You know what's going on, Terry. You've been to these streams before. Alright, so we'll get this 3-star out of the way. Alright, we're just going to tap this one. It's going to be a 3-star anyway. Did I just get a new champ notification? I certainly did not. Okay. I just saw the 2 up there, and I was like, has that 2 been there the whole time? What is this? Dark Force Crime Lord. I have a lot of those laying around. Which one was the new one? What did I get? Who cares? Alright. Alright, 6-star. Be somebody good. Professor X would be sweet. Aegon would be dope. Saw that Dr. Doom there. That would be awesome. Ooh, a lot of great champs in the real. It's real. Oh, there was that Joe Fixit. Not so great. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Just don't give me anybody crappy, okay? No crappy champs. Just paying it forward, you planned my Year 9 drama classes for the week. All right, nice. Well, you're welcome. Just don't tell them where you got the lesson plan. Don't need them showing up and talking about fleshlight hands. All right, that's not bad. At least it's another Mystic. I need to build out the Mystic roster. I just already have him at 565, and I don't imagine myself doing much with this guy right now. But not a terrible champ. Certainly fun to play with. I like my dongle. I predict Proxima. Well, you were wrong, Terry Henderson. Okay. At least I got 5 6-star Mystics now. I'm not too disappointed with that. All right. Hope everybody had a good night. And I will probably, most likely, be on tomorrow night as well. If as long as I'm not sick or something, because I was feeling fatigued all day. I'm not sure why, but hopefully it's nothing. So thank you all for hanging out. So good to see everybody again, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.